and I wanna see a show. I flip on the Book of Face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The All Around Town Radio.
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program. We will be right back with you here to give you our weekend update and talk about what you got to see in the world of live music over the weekend right here.
It's the Weekend Review. Top 5 coming for you. We're speaking with the fans. Sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're coming who's playing out off the open jam with the Who's Who of Talent. Come Friday night, ready to race on hell. With all around, you know I'm planning to do it well. So all around town radio
Show.
it's where I go for the latest band info. So good. So all town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio
Show.
The All Around Town Radio.
Thank you, sweet sister Mercy. Hi, everybody. Welcome back on a Monday. How was your weekend? Everybody doing all right out there? Hey, I can't see you on the Book of Face today. I don't have the iPad in here. It's dead. Won't work. Died. Croaked. It's old. So we'll see. But yeah, it's go time, Jeff Vance. He's checking in on the old tube of you. Thank you for being here. Ed Sawicki. Happy sunny Monday. Yeah, I love it when we have a sunny day after this gloomy 5-6 days of nothing but rain, man. I feel for everybody that's in those flood zones. It's awful. Awful, awful. Thank you, Carla, for setting an alarm and checking the show out. Because I can tell you that the notifications from the Book of Face are sporadic. Let's just say sporadic. Yes, sporadic. Hello, Glenn, checking in on YouTube as well. And Ed watching on YouTube on his smart TV. Oh, my goodness, Ed. Never put my face on a 70-inch television. It's awful. I got a face for radio, people. I do. Skip from Liars for Hire checking in. Thanks for being with us, Skip. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Hope you're doing all right. John Esper checking in from Columbus. He went nowhere. Well, you know what? I stayed home a bunch too. Not because of the weather as much, but well, that a little bit. But my one-time back injury in my life I had back last summer flared up again, and I was kind of down and out for a few days. Yeah, I did the shows, but that's about all I could do. That's about it. Let's see who's here. Kenny Stapleton, thank you for stopping by. Love you back, brother. Had a great time. We're going to talk about his band in just a minute. I'm sporting the Contenders. Here, let me back that mic up. Right there. That's a great logo. I love it. The Contenders. I get to see them this weekend. I did. Gina McCann in the house. What up, Gina? Brian, thank you for being here. Good to see y'all. Gina never gets notified anymore. Kevin Cooper can give you a fix for that. And he's got a fix for a lot of things. If I'd ever post them, I get so wrapped up in doing other stuff. And Kevin Cooper can find the fix for all that stuff. So hit the coop up. He'll fix you up there, Gina. He will. Hi, Darren. Thank you for dropping in. Jeff, thank you for being with us today. And thanks for the weekend of music. Melissa, we have found Melissa today. We have. I love it when we find Melissa on the show. And yeah, Carl, I'm good. I just, it just flared up and I kind of overdid it, I think. And that's working in the yard, doing stuff prior to all that rain, doing that kind of thing. So just one of those things. I'm old. Darren's fighting a cold, he says. Yeah, that's going around too. Mr. Burroughs Tavern has joined the party. Thank you for dropping by. Hello. Had a great time at your place over the weekend. That's where I saw my live music this weekend, people. Mr. Burroughs Tavern in Springboro. Jerry Nimmersheim, he hung out with me on Saturday watching the live music, the Contenders, which we're going to talk about. Happy sunny day to you. And Sunday as well. Yes. Steve Hook, Grocery Store Vodka, has joined the party. Thank you. And he says, love these guys. Party band at its finest. Yes. John, thank you so much. And as you guys are all checking in, I'm going to say hi to you and then we'll get started with our weekend recap. If you saw somebody play and you didn't get it posted on our page where we called for it, which I will read some of those at the end of the show. If you will, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And let's see what else we got. John's on the YouTube channel now. Tim from Hindsight, thank you so much. And yes, Mr. Burroughs Tavern, good to have you with us. John, I keep getting that same message from you. It keeps popping up. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's weird. The same post comment. All right, everybody. So welcome to the April 7th edition of Backstage Hall Passes Weekend Update, as we call it. Your number one source for live local music news, bands, venues, and more here at All Around Town Radio and everything music all week long. Don't forget to share our shows throughout the week. We'd appreciate that if you did it. And sharing is caring, as we say. Now, here's a funny one. We always say that on the Thursday show because we feature Who's Playing Out, brought to you by our friends at Heather's in Springboro. And that's the important one because we want to support the live local music scene and the venues and all that as we talk about our list. Well, dummy me again. I should have known better. I even said it at the end of the show last week. I went out instead of with the theme song. I went out with a Gina and Johnny tune that I had in the board here that we had them on the show on Wednesday. And we did a Gina and Johnny original. And of course, Facebook dinged it and called it a musical violation of copyright infringement and blah, 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 blah. So we went from our usual 6,000 to 7,000 views on Thursday to 1,700 because they shut it down in the feed. So they caught it at some point and shut it down. Thank you, Zuckerberg. That's all I got to say to that. I'm so sick of these rules on here. I mean, I get they have to have rules for people that are spewing hate and doing all that, but we're just trying to help the music community, and they find fault in it all the time. They do. What does Corona Buffett have to say today? Let's see. Man, do I look like I'm looking down under my glasses? I feel like it. Oh, you're in Atlantic City, Caesar's Palace. Man, you travel. You must have a lot of frequent flyer miles, my brother. You do. Listen to a lot of lounge bands at the casinos, but not as good as Cincinnati. I agree. I've been to Vegas. I've been to all kinds of places, and you have trouble beating the Cincinnati music scene anywhere. You would. Hi, Steve Stein. Thank you. Yeah, Carla, blah, blah, bummer. Yeah, it's just the way it goes. And if we only got 1,700 views, hopefully they were the people that really needed to see it. And yeah. So let's get to it. Don't forget to follow us, guys, on all the socials. We're on Instagram at All Around Town Radio, Facebook, of course, YouTube, and on the X as well at All Around Town. But we don't tweet. No, I voyeur on that site and look at things, but that's about it. Our weekly programming, you can check out Hot Topic Tuesday coming your way tomorrow with Karis and I. We'll have a great hot topic for you. Huge views on that last week. The show last week did very well, over 4,000 views between the YouTube and the Facebook. Thank you for that. And lots of great things going on also on Wednesday with the band, except for this week. We had a cancellation for a Wednesday with the band, and right now it's empty. So if you would like to talk music and can come on the show at noon on Wednesday, send me a private message, and we'll see if we can make it happen. Yeah. I've got some great acts coming up in the future here this month, but that one we had a little cancellation. So if you can do it, drop it in there and drop me a DM, and we'll see if we can get you connected here with us and get you on Wednesday at noon just to talk music and tell a little bit about yourself. That's where we're at. What else we got out there? Gary Ridgway checking in from the Miamisburg Moose. Ashley and the Authority. Yes. I got to see Ashley. She popped into Mr. Burroughs on Sunday. Got a chance to talk to her and told her that I lived through the videos and stuff. And she's got a little 17-year-old guitar player who just kicks butt. She does. Really good stuff. Ashley and the Authority. Good band. They are. Jeff Morris, thank you. Greetings to you. So, Wednesday, if you want to join us, join us. Thursday is Who's Playing Out, where we feature all the musicians and venues in the tri-state that report in to us. And as we go here, let me talk about this week in music for us here at All Around Town Radio. We kicked off the week with, let's see. Wednesday and Thursday, I did Trivia Tuesday at the Miamisburg Moose. And then Wednesday and Thursday, I took the night off, simply two things. One, because of the storms on Wednesday, and I wanted to make sure my gazebo stayed attached to the house and that kind of thing. But also nursing a back injury a little bit. So I took a little time off to rest that. And then Friday, I did a wonderful event at the Kettering VFW. I think they had like 400 people come through the place for their fish fry. It was huge. And then we had 25 teams stay and play trivia for the night. We did 70s, 80s, and 90s and 2000s trivia. 4 great rounds, and it was a blast. And the crowd there is always so much fun. I only do a couple events there a year, and I just love going there with the crowd on a Friday night. They're so much fun, so nice. And their fish fry was, and this is not the first one. I mean, this several they do on Fridays throughout this time of year, and they just kick butt with it. So thank you to the VFW in Kettering for having me and having us come in and play some fun trivia. And I got to see some really familiar faces, some folks that used to play trivia with me in some other locations and all that. So we really had a fun time hanging with them and getting a chance to visit a little bit where I hadn't seen them in a long time. So good stuff on Friday night. Now let's talk about Saturday, because that's what I'm here to talk about. The Contenders. And let me say hi to a couple people as they pop in here as well. Sean Cooper from Milano's. How are you, Sean? Good afternoon to you, my friend. Every Wednesday night, some great live music there. I missed last week's. Dirk Turner from Crying Out Loud in the house. Stephanie Sutherland from White Knuckle Weekend and Finding Melissa. Kevin Tolles from the Greg Brady Lookalike Contest. How are you, buddy? Good to have you with us. Tony, what's going on? Yes. What's up, Kevin? You doing all right? Got Tony in the house as well. You guys, it's good to have you all here today on a Monday. So let me talk about the Contenders. Can I just say wow? I want to say wow. I do. I've seen Finding Melissa numerous times. I saw the old band. They were in More Than Zero or something like that, that they used to be in. That was a little heavier rock band. The Contenders are a force. Let me tell you that to start with. I'm so glad I finally got to see them play. Hi, Michael. Good evening. Thank you for being here. I want to say that the Contenders put on a hell of a show. It was their debut at Mr. Burroughs Tavern in Springboro. And, the crowd that comes to Mr. Burroughs, typically a good music listening crowd. They like their live music. That's why Burroughs has live music a lot. And, there were the basketball games were going. The Final Four was going that night and everything else happening in there. A lot of stuff going on. And, some people were watching the damn basketball games, of course, but also checking out the band and listening to the band. And I just want to say that Missy on lead vocals, I mean, I knew she had pipes, obviously, but man, these rock songs, she kicked ass and did a great job. And, you got Ken over there on lead guitar. You've got, let's see who else, Jeff on drums and Alan on bass. I think I don't know how to say Jeff's last name, McCusterson or who the hell knows, and Alan McCowan on bass. All of the band, excellent players. I got to give a shout out, though, for that rhythm unit there in the back, because Alan was killing that bass. I mean, he is a great bass player and fast on the strings, man, really good. and Jeff providing the backbone there on the drum kit. A really good job, and Kenny filling it with great guitar licks, because all these songs that they played require some wonderful, wonderful guitar work. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for stopping in. Hi, Billy Sutherland. Thank you for being here today. And thank you, Catherine, for saying sharing is caring. I appreciate that. Hit that share button, if you will. So if you haven't seen the Contenders, okay, I've got pictures of them on my page. If you'll go to the Hall Around Town page, there's also a link in the comments that we're going to have them on the show today, or talk about them on the show, to their page. So click on that link and go to their page and hit that like or follow button or whatever pops up when you do that. And give them a follow, because you're going to want to. We want to get them over 1,000 followers here. So let's kick some butt on that if we can. And Mr. Burrows jumping in said, had a lot of positive feedback from staff and patrons. They say, great debut, great night. Yeah, it was. It was a great night in there. We had a ball. Jerry Nimmersheim and I, Jerry, if you're still out there, thanks for the company. And Rick sitting with us for a while and chatting it up. And we had a great time watching this band. And then the cool part about this band as well is they have a great following of other musicians, because they go out and check out other musicians. So it's kind of reciprocal there. And there were people in the house, gosh, Suburban Riot in the house, White Knuckle Weekend in the house, Big Mother in the house, some great local bands that were there and supporting the Contenders. And let me run down. I want you to hear, because I always like to introduce new bands when I haven't seen them before, and you may not have seen them before. I want to introduce their set list to you, because this is important to see if you are going to be a fan or not, I guess, so to speak. Let's talk about kicking it off, with a bang with Detroit Rock City by Kiss. And then jump right in there. Yes, Jerry, it was a great time, my friend. Jump right in there with Working for the Weekend, Breaking the Chains, Surrender. All right, let's go on. Heartbreaker. And then we do Judas Priest, Breaking the Law. I mean, why not? Just throw Judas Priest in there. I know, Carla, you love the set list, and that's why I'm doing this, just for you, Carla. And then some more in set number one. They did 2 long sets, which I love, by the way. Not big break times, not taking a lot of time off and all that throughout the night. It's really hard, though. I noticed that the band was working really hard at trying to get back up on stage, and people want a piece of them, talk to them, all that. But you got to let the band get back up there and play, folks. You really do. And let them get up there and show you their stuff. Free Ride in there. Dance the Night Away. Some Van Halen stuff. Give Me Some Lovin'. Dirty White Boy. My Kind of Lover. Billy Squire in there. Stroke Billy Squire. Let's see. What else? Blow. Burning Down the House. Tainted Love. Crazy Train. And Inner Sandman, just to name a few in the first set. Then Nothing But a Good Time, a Poison tune in there. Did they do Sugar? Pour Some Sugar on Me? I can't remember that one. Alone Again by Dokken, which I know is one of Jerry Nimmersheim's favorites, one of my favorites as well. I love Dokken. And that was just the first set, people. That's a long set. That's a lot of songs. And they absolutely killed it. Really, really good band. This is a great band. And if you're a venue watching, I know we get a lot of venue owners that watch, book these guys. You won't be sorry. You'll love it. And they really appeal to everybody. And that was cool. We had some younger people sitting there with us for a while, and, they just, they were impressed. And I mean, the one guy looked like Luke Combs, and I figured he'd be nothing but a country boy, but no, he loved this band. And really had a good time. And Brad says, good Lord, that's big energy. You haven't heard anything yet. Wait till you get set too, Brad. Abe's Lincoln in the house. Thank you, Brad, for being here. Stephanie, you're right. Blow is a great song, and Missy kills it. She kills everything she does. Just absolutely. And they're so nice, too. The people in this band, so nice. And that's what I love as well about them. Just super good people. And let me if I can read this, let me see if I can make this a little bigger here, because I'm certainly trying. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's zoom in a little. There we go. All right, let's kick off the second set for the Contenders on Saturday night with Raise Your Hands. Love that tune. Then about a little Elton? Anybody watch the Elton special last night? That was great. It was with Brandy Carlisle. That was killer. Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting, Monkey Business, Piece of Me, Barracuda, Bad Reputation, throw a little Joan in there, Don't Change, which I totally love. They killed it. We Got the Beat, Girls on Film, Separate Ways, Cold Gin, Sedated, Mama's Broken Heart, Here for the Party, Call Me Al, Hot Blooded, You Shook Me All Night Long, My Own Worst Enemy, a good lit tune there, Talk Dirty to Me, Poison, and Ain't Talking About Love for the finale. Wow. What a band. What a band. How about that, people? You like that? I liked it. They get my vote. How about you, Jerry Nimmersheim? They get your vote as well? Mr. Burrows said they had a lot of positive feedback. Everybody in the room, I mean, you know, you can judge a band by the middle of the first set. Are people cashing out? Are they leaving? Or are they staying? Because those people were all in there when I got there before 8 o'clock. Band started at 8 o'clock and everybody stayed. There was one group that left after the first set, but after that, everybody stayed and had a great time. So really some cool stuff. And Carla says, hell yeah. Yeah, that's a great set list, isn't it? I just love these people. So check them out on Facebook, The Contenders. Like I said, there's a link in our on our page. And Missy on lead vocals, Ken on vocals and guitar, Jeff on drums, Alan on bass, just a super 4-piece rock band. And playing songs like that, that's cool. And everywhere they've played, I've heard from people who have said, yeah, it's wonderful. I got to adjust something there. Thank you. All right. So thank you also to Mr. Burrows for the hospitality and a wonderful night out and enjoying that. And Heather's on here from Heather's, our sponsor of Thursday's show. Thank you. And I get my debut at Heather's on Wednesday, guys. Wednesday night. Rain, shine, sleet, snow, hurricanes, tornadoes, you name it. It'll happen on Wednesdays at Heather's. Join us. Yes. So they're there April 19th. I'm there April 9th. And I'll be there to see the Contenders play for sure. I will. And yeah. And, you know, Melissa, I didn't mention first and foremost too, the production was good. It's hard sometimes when you first come into a room, you've never played it before, and it took a couple songs to get the sound dialed in, but it ended up being perfect. And, we want to hear Melissa's voice, and Melissa's voice is good. And we loved hearing her voice. And Jerry says 100% must-see band. Yes. Give them a follow, guys, and see where they're going to be playing. That's cool. And Jerry just said, don't mess it up. Yeah. That's usually my motto, Jerry. Don't suck, but I'm going to try not to on Wednesday. We are looking so forward to seeing our Wednesday, as Heather refers to them as our Trivia Troopers, our Name That Tune people there. So good. And Alan, thank you so much. Appreciate you a lot. You absolutely slayed that bass, my friend. And thank you for hooking us up here with the old Contenders shirt. I've got the Contenders hat back here. Where is it? I got to point the right way. There it is. It's backwards, Scott. There you go. All right. Yeah. Catherine, go check out that band. And there was a lot of musicians there to check them out. So thank you for that, Contenders, and for a wonderful night of live local music on Saturday night as well. Now, Sunday, I put on my homing beacon and went back to Mr. Burrows Tavern again and rolled on into Burrows for Sunday Fun Day. I love that they do Sunday live music from 3 to 6. It's early enough. It's late enough. I can get some stuff done on a Sunday. It's early enough. I can be home on a Sunday night, a school night, and do what I need to do. And actually, I ended up watching that Elton John special with Brandy Carlisle last night, which was just incredible, by the way, if you like Elton. And Brandy Carlisle is a force as well. And they obviously love each other a lot because the show really showed that. And you can watch it on the interwebs too. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it. If you're a music lover, you'll want to watch it. For real, for real. So Sunday, 3 to 6 yesterday. I got there about 4 o'clock, I think. And there's always friends at Mr. Burrows. You can always run into people you know. And Ashley Baumgarten was there, actually from Ashley. at Ashley's band, and she was in the house, and then just a whole bunch of people there. Our friends Hope and Don were in there, and got a chance to sit and listen to Jamie Combs. I'm always wowed by Jamie Combs. There's a reason he's been voted the best musician in Cincinnati for 3 years running, and or 4 or however many it's been. Jamie can play anything. He can play the phone book. I mean, literally. And Jamie, he even did a George Jones song. What's it called? Bartender Blues, I think, or something like that, that James Taylor wrote. He did that song during his set. He asked what we wanted to hear. I yelled at him. I said, hey, play Going to California, Led Zeppelin, man. And I love that when he does it. He did a great job with it as well. Guy yelled out Rooster, Alice in Chains. I mean, and that Jamie was struggling a little bit with some vocal stuff going on, the Ohio hack, as we like to call it. And Jamie played that song and slayed it as well. Now he was taking a little Triaminic, aka Jaeger, which was helping his voice as he went through there. But he just amazes me with his skills. And I mean, he'll tune down, he'll tune up on that acoustic guitar, and he'll play all these songs that people want to hear. And he's just got a killer voice and a killer guitar skills. And he's a good guy. I mean, he's a good guy to hang around and chat with. And I just love going to see him. And I love it when he's close to home like that, because I don't get to see his solo shows a lot because they're usually so far away. Now he plays a little place called Chappie's up here as well that I like to go and have a bite to eat sometimes and check him out there. But Jamie, just amazing. Now I will say this, and I'm gonna throw in a little. I'm gonna bitch for a minute. Who said Scott bitch sometime? I'm gonna bitch for a minute. There was a guy sitting at a table over by the windows at Mr. Burroughs. If you're familiar with the venue, the first table as you come in the door to Mr. Burroughs by the windows there. And he's watching reels on his phone. And he's playing them louder than Jamie's playing on his phone. You could hear them over Jamie's playing. That just is rude. It was rude as hell. And I got to say that. And he finally got the picture when I think Jamie commented and I commented over. I said, yeah, I can't hear the singer over the phone or something like that. I think he turned it down. Oh, yeah. Just flat out rude. Get off your phone. Enjoy some great live music. Jamie Combs is a force, man. And he didn't even notice Jamie was there. I mean, he really didn't. And that's rude. And that is not the normal at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Most people that come in there love the music, especially on a Sunday afternoon. That's why they're there. And there's groups that come in every week on Sunday and sit in there. So that's my one bitch, but it certainly wasn't a reflection on the bar or the artist. It was just typical people in their phones anymore. You see it in a restaurant. You're sitting there at a table in a restaurant. Somebody's playing reels. You're trying to have a nice dinner, and you're hearing all this crap go on, and it's great. Ed, you are right. Jamie's talent is so special. And Melissa, did you like that Tri-Minute comment? That'll cure anything. That Jägermeister will, I think. I don't like licorice, so I don't drink it. You're right, Gina. That is rude. It is so rude. And yeah. And, I'm sorry. Just the older I get, the less tolerance I have for stupid people like that. I really do. And, go home, sit on your couch and play reels if you want, I don't think the guy was even in there drinking anything or doing anything. I think he was just taking up space. What's Bill got? First grass cut. Yeah, I have a service that does my lawn, and because I don't want to buy a big zero-turn mower because I got a pretty good property. And I did the math on it. It's better to pay the guys to do it, and then I don't have to do it either. But they haven't been here yet this year, and right now it's a lake, and I don't know what's going to happen because it's 6 feet high and rising, man. It's bad. And that's my grass, let alone the water. It's real bad. Thank you, though, for that, Bill, for your comments about who you got to see. Crown Watts, excellent band. Fantastic. Noah Witherspoon, yeah, there you go. Seeing a lot of good stuff. Yes, Catherine says there's a reason for earbuds. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine. Hi, Chad. Thanks for being here, brother. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yes, Carla says she can't stand that in her own house. Definitely when you're not out to dinner or listening to music. Absolutely. That I'll be mentioning that tomorrow on Hot Topic Tuesday. Will not be our full topic because it's a pretty short topic. Just quit being rude. But we will mention that tomorrow on the show as we're Karis and I are chatting it up. Let me real quick get to some viewer comments that came in this week on the page. I want to mention that. Devin Milton Band got some real good props from Maddie and from, let's see who else did that. There's a couple others in there for Devin Milton. Said, great band. Seen them recently. They've killed it every time. Definitely worth seeing. Courtney Hyde got to see Right Turn Clyde, where Nick Geezy played with them. And yeah, at the Eagles, she said, super talented. Yeah, Right Turn Clyde's a great band as well. Dawn got to see Bad Habit, Under the Sun, and DV8, despite the bad weather on at the Blue Note. And Joe got to see Britches Down at Wings in Beaver Creek, said they were outstanding, added some new songs and killed them. What else we got? There's another Devin Milton, amazing performance at Sons of Toil in New Richmond at the New Richmond VFW. Okay. Michelle Upton saw Suburban Riot at Cats, she said, on Friday night. Kimmy Skeen saw Devin Milton as well. Devin Milton getting a lot of shout outs. Thank you for that. Betsy said the Sweeney Rebellion, she got to see on Thursday, Reed Fields and Phil Osborne Friday night and Wayne Davis Saturday night, all at the Fairfield Pub. Thank you, Betsy, from the Fairfield Pub, checking in. Let's see who else is out there. A couple more people. Tim Evans. Thank you, Tim. I hope to see you Wednesday, buddy. Wear your coat. You know how it is this time of year and at the end of the season. Yeah, we'd love to see you. Hi, Billy Baker. Thank you. I'm doing a few viewer comments here as we roll through them. Stu McCullough said, he said, am I allowed to mention the cool bands I've seen on the cruise ship I'm on? He says, oh, well, I won't, but he's on a cruise ship. Stephanie Sutherland gave a shout out to the Contenders and Phil Collins' experience at the Ludlow Garage on Sunday. There you go. And Chuck and Andy Jensen saw Max Nunnery at the Shady Pine and the Shady Pine at the Hidden Gym on Tuesday, she said. Dale Robinson, Dale Woo, if you all know Dale, he went to Rib City in Hamilton to see Vernon McIntyre's Appalachian Grass. I thought that was stuff they sold and you smoked. Appalachian Grass, I don't know. Thursday night, he went to 513 in Hamilton to see Terry Metcalf and Jonathan Levy. And then Friday night was at the Grub Pub in Hamilton to see Superhound. And then Saturday was at Pullman's for Miss Jackie. He says, woo, Dale Woo. Kathy Kelly said, always amazing DV8. Always. Scott Albrecht got to see the Contenders. He was there from Wild Frontiers as well. Got to see him on Saturday night. Bluestone Ivory, Maria Romano, got to see them at Jim and Jack's. And Erica Gibson was at the Bell and the Bear, got Top This Band in on Friday and Crown Watts on Saturday. And Kathy Laverde, she got to see all that as well at the Bell and the Bear, along with Bleed the Freak, who came to join the Jam, which is an Alice in Chains tribute band, on the Thursday night at the Bell. And Leslie said she saw the Contenders as well. And Leslie's a drummer. Thank you, Leslie. And Valerie got to see Rick Kern at the Bell, the McCartney Project at the Redmore, Kick Engine and Dangerous Jim and the Slims at Fretboard over the weekend. A couple more here. Gina McCann got to see Rick Kern at the Bell, and then a slice of orange at the pub Rockwood while eating dinner, then headed down to Mansion Hill Tavern for Jamie Carr Band, was tearing up the joint. Even Tom Heitkamper joined them for a few, playing that trumpet. Jason got to see Superhound at the Grub Pub. And a few more here. Kimberly Riley topped this band at the Bell and the Bear, and Mojo Rising at, where was it? Little Miami Brewing Company. It says LMBC. I had to figure that out. And Kevin Fox at Main Street Social in Milford. Welcome Kevin Fox to the show, too. He's submitting his gigs to us now. Angela Combs saw Slice of Orange at the pub, and then Jamie Carr Band at Mansion Hill Tavern. And gosh, I got a ton of them that they wrote in this week. Patricia Hall got to see Lunchbox at the Naughty Pine. Devin Milton getting another shout out from Carol. And Catherine said she played Bach Family Brewing. There we go. Shameless plug for Catherine. And then Becky also. Devin Milton must put these people up to jump it on the page. I'm wondering. New Richmond says they keep getting better and better every time they see him. So don't forget, guys, Hot Topic Tuesday tomorrow. We will be here with Karis, and we'll post the topic tomorrow. And Tina got to see Rick Kern Wednesday. Why didn't you tell me? Top This Band Saturday, Deviate and Bad Habit and all that this weekend. Man, you had a great weekend of music there, Tina. And then Thursday's show, like I said, Wednesday with the band, guys. I don't have anybody this week. We had a cancellation. So if you'd like to be on, throw me a direct message and we'll get you on the show and we'll talk music. And then Thursday's show, Who's Playing Out, brought to you by our friends at Heathers. We'll have a full report of our first Wednesday night at Heathers, which is Name That Tune. I will be there playing 3 great rounds of music. And it is a family. It's so much fun. Come join the party. As Tim said, he can't wait till tomorrow or Wednesday night. Tim, I can't wait to see you as well. It's been a while, buddy. And it'll be great to see all our trivia family there on Name That Tune trivia that we do every Wednesday night, all the way through November, every Wednesday, guys. So join us anytime you want to come to Heathers. It's a beautiful patio. It's covered. Even if it rains, we'll be safe under the big top. We will. Thanks for watching today, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow live at 5 with Hot Topic Tuesday. And my co-host with the most, Karis. Join us then. We'll see you next time, everybody. Get out and support live local music and the bands and venues that bring it to you. Thank you, Leah, for the 5-stone comment. And they're going to be on the show coming up this month, too, on a Wednesday with the band. So join us for that.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show.
Thanks, Melissa.
On the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man on there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community with great advice.